You better hope your mom's not hot, kid.
Getting money since I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got choked, long. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my 50. Ex-slick, then hit with the. Back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things, pull out the bip. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk.
Okay, Coach, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Bully him! Bully him! Oh, what is it?
Oh, no, you good.
This is Kenyon Drake, the fourth-year man from Alabama. And some room to roam now. He's at the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake, 77 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they got both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 18. They run with a former Viking and Raider. It's Latavius Murray. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
You ready? Over. Kill. Turn it up. Pilot, 64, weak. Watch it.
On play action, it's Breeze. And he whips that one incomplete there. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Breeze. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that. Bring that 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
Oh, okay, but
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
What course do you need?
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On 2nd down now, it's Drake. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
A nice performance last week, recognized as NFC Player of the Week after going over 100 yards rushing. I just love the vision. I love the wiggle he has. I also love the power when he ends his runs.
That's what impressed me. Yes, there was some elusiveness last week. A couple times he just ran over guys. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. 20! They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
And now Murray's going to set up the throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. K.J. Wright. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
After the sack on 1st down, Murray. And the pressure gets to him again. Marcus Davenport in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs now leads to a 3rd and long. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. Murray now, 3rd and goal.
Thank you.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. There he goes left side. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions.
Point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now on 1st down, Drake again. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
I'm a center.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. The first carry now. This is Johnson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. These two teams all tied after one.
Imagine having tattoos.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Imagine having tattoos.
On play action, it's Murray.
I don't have tattoos.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently, they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. And he missed it. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their background. They're all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Throwing now is Breeze. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Murray. And this one caught by Max Williams. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cardinals. Max Williams. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
You don't. That's LeBron from Andy White. Yeah. He about to bank. He about to bank. I got LeBron on me. I got my favorite NBA on me. Oh, I can't. It's LeBron.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get in that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Breeze going to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. On play action, now Breeze. He gets it to Thomas. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 20.
Our first point, let's go. This is me and Alan scored be about probably like 10 to 5.
10 to 5?
Yeah, 10 to 5. Or like 10 to 8, because we be winning by 2s. I want to stay in the paint there, buddy, and get to King James.
Tighten up.
On first down, Murray. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Breeze's throw on target to Cook, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Jared Cook is a guy who's been around the NFL. He's been with the Titans, the Rams, the Packers, and the last 2 years in Oakland. Now he makes a move to the Big Easy, where he pairs with Drew Brees and forms a nice little threat.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
You got tight right there. 43 is the mark.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Cook's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jared Cook, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Rutt's good on the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
That's why you need a guard.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
It's the worst in 20. It's the worst in 20.
That's fielded in the end zone.
Especially with Intimidator.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
No, like Intimidator.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
4 yards on the pickup.
Yeah.
2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Murray. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Drake. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 53. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half.
And guard. Can you go and get on your 3 level,
you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down.
I don't care. Go and get on it.
Stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. On first down, Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 24 yards. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Shotgun now for Breeze. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Latavius Murray, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DeMario Davis able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, you can go.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
You go get on your
A handoff to the right side. It's Drake. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Is he better than me?
Now Murray. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. The Cardinals worst in the NFL, 6 of 16 on 4th down last year, but they'll try it here. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. They'll try and get the running game going here with Murray. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. There's Breeze. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Lakers.
What?
Oh. I'm going to play part. They call me DJ.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune. After
the missed kick, they're in really good position. They'll begin this drive at the 39 now. Now a 1st down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of 2. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gassed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. To throw, it's Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Right.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3.
Why would you shoot that?
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did. Yeah, I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And that is going to do it for...
You should have shot the... Oh, never mind. You should...
Pissy pants, pissy pants, pissy, pissy, pissy pants, pissy.
Kevin Garnett reaching, dog. You won?
This third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Let's go. Saints 20.
Hey, bet, invite him. Okay, bet. Who party owner? Oh, yeah,
Drew Brees, 6 fourth quarter comebacks a season ago, and that led the NFL. He'll try to deliver another one. Now Brees into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Yeah, you right.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's
Okay.
Oski. That means catch the ball
Wait, what?
and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
What's over? What's over? What's
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone.
You gotta guard LeBron. LeBron like a 99.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
LeBron ain't nothing to me. Besides my idol and stuff. Like, he ain't nothing to me.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe they returning that for touchdown. This offense went back out on the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The Saints on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal, don't necessarily need a touchdown. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good for the Saints, first down. Brees now on first down. And Thomas has it. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions step up and make those throws, and he did that.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brees going with a screen for Murray. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. That last catch winds up costing him 3, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd and 13. Looking long for Thomas. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give them 32 on the play. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And brought in by the tight end Cook. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Brees now. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Dog.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he'll be taken down at the 18. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. They fake the handoff. Now Murray.
This is why you should have made a
And
goal.
unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Breeze. And that is incomplete.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. Thomas has got it. Complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We got to clamp up now. Do not let him go in the paint.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up. Murray fighting, lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. He got it stripped, but you can see the panic in his face from up here through the helmet. He was able to dive back on it.
A good bit of fortune for him, because oftentimes on a strip sack, when that ball is wrenched out of your grasp, it can go in any different direction. It can go way away from you. In this case, it didn't matter. He was able to get on it.
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone.
What's your
You know what's interesting? A lot of the
percentage?
times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set
The last score
and then say at the end of
last
it,
week.
get a
Now,
safety.
how would you
So
be
let's
at
preach,
40%
let's coach.
in a
It's
week
thought
span?
about.
Please tell me.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Oh, you
It's
can
another
bully
Oski,
AR.
because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week, and he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, you got Oski, maybe not a touchdown.
Oh, you don't get no views anyway. I don't want to hear it.
Start the drive, but that went incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
No, I'm talking. Wait,
That's
what?
going to be caught by Kirk.
Nah, I heard what you said.
And past the 35,
Oh,
he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
I'm on an online net.
Back to throw, Murray. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Counter play, Drake. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
It's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Right back to Drake. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. Little insult to injury here late in the game. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.